Oh man, new Dark and Darker content. I'm excited. I can't believe this is happening. A new class in Dark and Darker, the Warlock. So the first thing that stands out to me instantly is the Warlock seems to be a bit of a Gish. And if you're not familiar with this term, it comes from Dungeons and Dragons, where it originally referred to a fighter, wizard, Gith-Yankee character, but Gish is still a term a lot of people use in D&D when you're referring to any character that is both a martial character and a spellcasting character. So in terms of playstyle, the Warlock looks like it's going to be taking a little bit of a hybrid role. Right away, we see the Warlock can equip a Falchion, a Spellbook, and a Crystal Ball. So this kind of supports our Gish theory because they're obviously a caster, but they get to use a powerful melee weapon. So there really seems to be a solid melee combat role for the Warlock as well. And I'm really getting some Hexblade vibes from D&D 5th edition, which is a Warlock that can use their magic to imbue their melee attacks, but they still get a little bit of blasting as well. The next thing that stands out is that the Warlock, like its D&D counterpart, is less limited when it comes to spell slots. In Dark and Darker, it seems like you're mostly limited by your health pool when it comes to casting spells. And in the preview, we're introduced to 3 spells that the Warlock gets. The first one we have Curse of Weaken, which weakens the target and reduces their base stats, so a little bit of a debuff. Next we have Power of Sacrifice, which causes the target to slowly lose health per second, but increases their strength by 15, which is a huge amount. So this once again kind of supports that Gish roll where you're buffing yourself up to get in there. And finally we have the sort of nuke of the Warlock, the Curse of Pain, which instantly deals a little bit of magic damage and then inflicts your target with something called Agony, where they receive a total of 10 magic damage distributed over time. So it looks like this Agony dot from Curse of Pain might not stack, and so you're going to be chipping away with your spells for some damage, but you're not necessarily going to be a full blaster as a Warlock. But this could obviously change based on new spells and updates to the game. And this further supports the idea of a caster that likes to wade into the thick of it. Interestingly, it also looks like the Warlock heals based on the damage they're doing with their Curse of Pain. This is potentially linked to the Torture Mastery perk, and the wording on Curse of Pain suggests that there might be other ways to inflict the Agony debuff. Either way, this gives the Warlock an interesting way to self-sustain. And speaking of sustain, there are actually 2 moments in the video where the Warlock tries to heal using consumables but does not gain any life. However, they still get life back from resting. I'm curious to know if this would impact their ability to be healed by clerics and bards. It looks like when casting spells, the HP cost leaves recoverable HP behind, which indicates that a bard Warlock combo might actually be worth playing around with. All in all, the Warlock looks amazing. It seems to offer some cool hybrid playstyle options and a unique resource mechanic. And with every new class, even more interesting team compositions are created. The recent teasers from Iron Mace have definitely filled my Hopium cup, and I'm excited to be holding the line with all of you. I can't wait to get back into Dark and Darker, and I'm just holding my breath until the next time we get to play this game. See you in the next one.